I used to think boundaries were only needed in the beginning, when you have discovery. But as I started talking and coaching people in different stages, even though we're past full disclosure, I found that people still needed to use and employ boundaries. But do you know that I spoke to about 15 women? I said, what's the first thing I should teach about boundaries? And I thought it was, what is a boundary? How do you say a boundary? What can you have boundaries around? I thought that's where I should start. Do you know they enlightened me? I guess I was too close to it. They said, Pam, remind me what I'm protecting with boundaries. Help me take back my sense of identity. Help me understand that I have rights to have boundaries. Sure enough. So I rearranged my course and I broke it down into 5 simple steps. Boundaries 5-step success path. My first module of my boundaries course is refocus on me. It's so easy to go, what's he thinking? We hyperfocus, right? Because it's safety seeking. That person is a threat to us, a threat. His eyebrows raised. What does that mean? Where is his eyes going? Oh, he just breathed really heavy. What's he thinking? What's he feeling? What's he going to do? Right? Bring it back. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I going to do? What's right? What's my next right step to make based on, right? So that's what this first module is about. Refocusing on me, owning my reality, not his reality, because we are constantly trying to drag them back to reality. We have reality. Clarity on our values, your value system, your thoughts, your rights, your feelings, your needs. Okay, that's module 1. Module 2 is boundaries 101. The who, what, when, where, and why. Safety. What is safety? I have worksheets that help you tease out the language of what behaviors do make you feel safe. And I thought wrongly that my husband CSAT was supposed to be teaching him that stuff. But here's the thing, ladies, I can't walk into your home and say, hey, yo, Joe, this is what is going to help Susie feel safe, beyond the obvious of being in recovery and being sober, right? There were certain things that one of the things I needed, because my husband's MO, I needed my husband to not take his phone in the bathroom with him. Now, there are some women who don't care, right? That's not a thing for them. There were certain clothing he was wearing when I had discovery that were triggering for me. I wanted him to get rid of. So my husband, CSAT, could not come into my relationship or tell my husband in therapy what my needs are. He's not a mind reader. He doesn't know what my particular sensitivities are. So I have in this module a way for you to work through, I feel safe when. This is what's going to help me feel safe. Then step 3 is I actually prepare my boundaries. Once I've done the work about, now I know how I feel when this thing happens. I know what my thoughts are around it. I know what my needs are. Now I can put together a comprehensive, detailed boundary statement that is a request, that offers connection, that offers emotional intimacy, that offers a roadmap for him, a treasure map on how to be a safe person for you so you can move up that pyramid to emotional intimacy and all the other kinds of intimacy. And then, so I have you put them together before you communicate them. So then I walk you through communicating them with compassion and empathy and preparing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if a conversation goes sideways? What are you going to do if you make a discovery? How are you going to care for yourself? How are you going to retreat to your sanctuary? You're not going to put up a wall, but you're going to create some space where you can become bigger than the problem. And then step 5 is enforcing your boundaries and feeling comfortable in your space with clarity and peace. And that is by having group support. It is so, so important. Okay, I've been talking a lot. I need to get back to my Zoom window. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of questions. Okay, let me see what I can do. Susie, that's your choice to not talk to his therapist. That's absolutely your choice. You get to choose. You get to choose not to. Okay. How often should we be getting feedback from his therapist? There's no hard answer on that. Everybody's different. I might be different than you. I would say start often and then try to taper off. Hopefully, if you're having that dialogue, like imagine these conversations and feeling some safety and connection, The goal, again, Leila, is that you guys are self-regulating your own nervous systems. And then when you have these difficult conversations, we all have a window of tolerance. We're trying to open that window of tolerance a little bit of a time, not all at once. There's not going to be any big conversations. It's too threatening for everybody. We need to titrate a little bit at a time. What happens if you request these things and they will not do them? So, Diane, how a guy responds, what he chooses, is cold, hard data about his mental health and his relationship with himself that we need to know. Every woman here is in relationship because their men have disorders, are disordered men. And we have no control over whether they choose to get help or not, to grow, but we need to know one way or another. And in my boundaries course, I give you lots of different increasing circles of withdrawing from the relationship little by little, right? There's you and your husband in a circle, and then maybe there's an outer circle with you and your kids, and then there's an outer circle, you, your husband, your kids, and your in-laws, and then on and on and on and out. Here's the UPS guy, okay?